2021, and we live in a day and age where the health world has been so elevated and so technologically advanced, yet our health system doesn't actually speak of health. Now, what do I mean by that? The sad reality is there is no money in health. Think about it. You've got to go to your doctor, so you've got to pay. So when you're unwell, they make money. If you need medicine because you are unwell, you need to pay, or there needs to be funding, and there is money in that. So why would it be of a benefit to actually give people information about how to be healthy, how to not have illness, how not to have disease, how not to be overweight, how not to be sick? There's no money in that. And that's the sad reality. Our health system doesn't actually help you become healthy. Our health systems have so many avenues of how can I fix a bad problem, or how can I give you a crutch to help you survive or nurture a bad problem, but not really to eliminate a bad problem. Now, as a coach and a trainer, so being actively involved in the health industry, it's really sad to see it, but we see this time and time again with regards to trainers and coaches and physios and any therapist, any manual therapists, with doctors. They will try and bring you in multiple times. They will try and hold you in because that keeps money and revenue in their pockets. Now, this is not everyone, but this is a very vast majority of people. Be like, oh, you need to see me again. You need to see me again, rather than giving enough knowledge and enough tools to make the person independent of you. There are enough broken humans, there are enough unwell humans, there are enough unhealthy people out there that we don't need to keep tailing in the same person over and over again to keep a constant income. And this is the sad thing. If our health system was actually about health, why wouldn't they make the accessibility to training, coaches, nutritionists free, or part of your Medicare system, or part of something that the government would support that would be easily accessible and readily available for those who need it? Why wouldn't the government have systems of, oh, here we go, let's advertise what good healthy eating is, what if you need to learn about the volume of food and the macronutrients of food and what health is and mental health. Why are these not readily available? Why is it that, okay, well, if you have a mental health condition, for example, you can go and seek out a professional and they can give you, if the doctor prescribes, a few free sessions, but then you have to pay. Okay, but if it was about health, why wouldn't we help them get out of the system and not need to use the system anymore? Why wouldn't we give them the tools? Why wouldn't we have accessibility to good quality food that is more affordable than, it's easy to go Macca's and go to get a KFC burger that costs you nothing. And people are like, well, healthy food is cheap. And some people like healthy food's expensive. Well, if you actually are going at the accessibility of understanding what healthy food is and the volume you may need for a large family, it's going to be more expensive than quickly getting full on a Big Mac meal from McDonald's. And the sad thing is, the government are not, and our environment and our health system is not supporting the idea of health. They support the idea of what nurtures them to make more money. At the end of the day, if we had a cure for every illness, every disease, and then you did not need to continue therapies and treatments and to see these practitioners, they don't make money. We become redundant, which should be the goal. The goal should be an independence. And as a coach, I use this with my clients. It's like, I don't want to see you forever. I want you, if you want to learn something new, you want to elevate something, but if we have a problem, we're going to work towards fixing that problem. You're going to have the tools so you become independent and know what you need to do. The sad thing is, people are like, oh, and let's work on this next. But it's not what the person wants. You have to understand that there is no money in health. There is none. Because if we don't need someone to help us, if we don't need medication to keep us alive and kicking, well, who makes money? So I want you to think about that. And the next time you try and make a decision in regards to your health, and if you are getting the correct guidance, or if someone's actually got the correct intent behind what they're trying to treat you with, deal with you, whether it's an injury, whether it's an illness, whether it's mental health condition, whatever it is, ask yourself, are you actually being supported for the means of no longer needing support afterwards? So you are independent. You don't need to be utilizing these tools. Or are you being roped in to an ongoing cycle that potentially could see you utilizing a practitioner, a medication, a drug, or a service for the rest of your life because they are not allowing to create independence. They haven't given you the tools. The tools are out there, I promise you. They are out there, they exist. You just got to find the right people, the right doctors, the right physicians, the right coaches. But the reality is, the vast majority and what is being pushed forward from the agendas of governments and health practitioners is what's easier. And yeah, I understand it's easier to sell the sexy things, the quick fix, the shake that gets you skinny, the drug that makes you lose weight. But none of that is real. We know that. The reality is, as much as we know the truth, we still are searching for easy options. And that's the sad thing, is that the people with those agendas are going to push forward the easier option, the option that's going to continuously make them money. There is so much money in the health industry. It is ridiculous. It is scary. And if there was health and well-being and no need for all of these medications, drugs, etc., then who makes money? So now more people have conditions, more people have issues, more people are in need of a healthcare system where what if our tools were readily available that could help us self-heal, learn how to fix ourselves, how to be guided by the right people so we don't need to be chasing our tail with them over and over again just so they can keep $1. That's the sad reality. There are good practitioners, there are good coaches, there are good nutritionists, there are good physicians out there. Find them. Find the ones that are going to make you independent, because our health system, unfortunately, is based off the coin and it's not based off health. There's no money in health. No money at all in health.